Good morning, all. Welcome to our class for October the 14th, 2024. So come seated towards the front of your chair. Close your eyes and begin to focus in on the breath. Observing the flow of the breath. And perhaps doing a quick scan of the body. Just observing where your starting point is for today's practice. And perhaps identifying any areas that might need some special attention today. And if you like to set an intention for your practice, can you set an intention, focus in on those areas that might need a little extra attention? So each time you move one of those areas, you pay special attention to how that area is moving, and let your body guide you to ways in which you might improve the motion in that area of your body. Remembering always to work at your own pace and to pay attention to those signals your body is sending you. Knowing that if something is just a little uncomfortable, perhaps you're going to work with that discomfort. But if something causes a sharp pain or dizziness, to back off at that point. Come back to your seated mountain pose. Come back to your breath. See if whatever's happening passes. Having built our awareness of the body, let's focus that awareness in on the breath. Noticing how the breath is moving today. And if you haven't already done so, begin moving the breath more deeply into the lower reaches of the lungs. And once you've found that movement of the breath more deeply into the lower areas of the lungs, can you begin to even out the flow of the breath between the inhale and the exhale breath, expanding the belly as you inhale, and drawing the belly back towards the spine as you exhale. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 3, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 3, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Let's take the arms down towards the side of the body, and then inhale, draw the arms up overhead. The hands meet as we draw the hands back to the center. Let's inhale up again for 2. Draw back down for 2. And inhale up for 3. And draw back down for 3. Hopefully your blocks are close at hand. Let's bring the blocks adjacent to the ankles. Again, Distribute the weight evenly on the right and left sit bone. Let's rock over to the right side and feel the weight concentrate on the right sit bone. And then rock over to the left side and feel the weight concentrate on the left. Come back to center. Now draw the sit bones towards the back of the chair, or tilting the pelvis forward by just gliding. Sit bone glide back, the pelvis tilts forward, and then roll over the sit bones so the pelvis tilts back. Roll forward, back, and then come to the middle point where the bowl of the pelvis is almost level. Build the strength all the way up the spine, right to the base of the skull. And feel the weight moving down, the weight of the upper body, concentrating in the right and left sit bones. Let's breathe here. Raise the arms overhead. Fold from the hips, taking the upper body over the lower body like you're folding a sheet of paper, with the hips being the midpoint of that fold. Going over the legs, and then inhaling, raising the arms all the way up, and draw the hands back to heart center. Up, tilt, rise up, lower back down, inhale, come all the way up, and draw the hands back to heart center. Inhale, and this time we're going to stay with the ribs resting on the thighs for 3 breaths. Inhale for 1. Inhale for 2. And inhale for 3. Inhale, come all the way up, and draw the hands back to heart center. Once more, raise the arms overhead. Take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and bring the right hand behind you on the chair. Try and snuggle the wrist up to the sacrum as we twist towards our right side. Again, remember to keep that intensity of the twist appropriate for your spine. Raising the arms back up overhead. And now the right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh as we twist around towards the left side. One more breath here. And inhale, come back to center. Hands rest on the thighs, and we'll complete our warm-up of the spine with some cat-cow moves. Inhaling, arching the sternum forward towards your camera, and then exhaling and rounding towards the back of the chair. Inhale up, and exhale back. Inhale up, and exhale back. And one final time, inhale up, and exhale back. Come back to neutral, a neutral spine. Interlace the fingers and press the palms towards me. Pressing the palms towards me. Raise the arms overhead. And perhaps working to just take those arms 1 more millimeter back behind you. Flip the palms, release the index fingers, point them towards the ceiling, and exhale. Arc right, arc left, arc right, arc, left, and right. Exhale, release the hands down to the side and reach the right fingertips down for 1, left for 1, right for 2, left for 2, right for 3, left for 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, 6. Arc over to the right side and windmill left, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, and 12. Come back to neutral. Take the right arm across the body, wrap the left arm around it, and pull the shoulder over. Stretching out the shoulder. Release and go in the opposite direction, left across, right arm comes around. Release on this side, draw the right hand, point the right elbow towards the ceiling, press the elbow, and work the hand into the space between the shoulder blades. And then switch sides. Now take the left elbow in the right hand and draw the hand into the space between the shoulder blades. Exhale, release. Take the arms down to the side. Inhale the arms overhead. Let's interlace the fingers and bring the fingers to rest on top of the head. Touch the elbows for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the fingertips to rest on the top of the shoulders and circle the elbows for 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then go around the circle in the opposite for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Draw the elbows down towards the side of the body. You might, you option to grab your weights here, but not necessary. We're still in our warm-up phase, so glue the elbows to the lowest rib, and then bring the hands to touch and open out. Try and get that movement isolated in the shoulder blades. So movement is coming from the shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and come back to straight forward. Let's take the hands out, open them towards me, and draw them back with a sharp exhale. Inhale. 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 5 and 6. Center. And let's just do one cat-cow move here. Inhaling, raising the spine or sternum, and then exhaling, rounding towards the back of the chair. Come back to center, interlace the fingers or grab your strap. Come around the right knee, or right shin. Draw the right knee towards the right shoulder. Point the toes. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. And flex. Circle 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Bring the hands onto the knee and circulate that knee. 1, and 2, and 3. Let's see if we can remove the hands to the opposite direction and just bring that knee around. 1, and 2, and 3. Bring the sole of the right foot resting on the outer edge of the right foot, sole touching the inner edge of the left foot. Let the right knee open out to the side. Support the sit bones at the edge of the chair. Lift the hands overhead for a seated version of chair. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 3. Release the hands down. Draw the right leg in. Now stretch the right leg out towards me. Draw the left foot back slightly. You can make sure your blocks are available here. And exhale. Fold over the legs. The hand might rest, both hands might rest on the opposite thigh. Lengthen the body over the leg. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale, come all the way up. Draw the right foot in. Pull the right foot back. Press the left foot out and fold over that left leg. Inhale, come up. Hands meet overhead. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and draw the hands back to heart center. Let's come now to the left leg. Interlace the fingers in the non-dominant interlace. Draw the left knee towards the left armpit. Point, flex, and point and flex. And circle 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3. Come around the knee. Make the circle in one direction for 1, 2, and 3. And then the option to release the knee to that opposite direction for 1, and 2, and 3. Come on to the edge of the left foot. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inner edge of the right foot. Let the left knee open out towards the side. Sit towards the front of the chair. Lift the arms up for seated tree pose. And one more breath here. Release and draw the leg in. And then now let's do one cat-cow. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale, come back to center. into our seated mountain pose. And let's just do a little warm up for the neck. So drop the chin into the notch of the collarbones, stretching up the back of the neck for 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring the chin back to level. Make sure that the cervical spine, the neck, is stacked over the rest of the spine. Twist the head towards the right side. Come through center. 2 right, 2 left, 3 right, 2 left, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, and 6. Go all the way to the right shoulder. Drop the chin to come into the center. Come up on the left side through 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, and 6. Come back to center. Let's now find our weights. Let's take 1 weight in each hand. Now we're going to move from that. We're going to come back to that lateral move. This time, we're going to move. We're adding the weights to strengthen as well as warm up the obliques, muscles at the side of the belly. Come towards the floor for 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Really try to focus on the action of the oblique muscles to move you 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, and 12. Come back to center. Weights staying at the side. Let's curl both weights up for 1 and drag them down for 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, 12. We're going to add on to this, so lift right and extend for 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Just as a note here, make sure this is actually 2 actions. So don't use the momentum from the first part to carry you into the second part. So 1 or 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, and 6. You make sure we're strongly rooted into the sit bones at the edge of the chair. And let's raise the arms out to the side for 1 and down for 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, and 6. Lean the body slightly forward, raise the elbows up behind, and let's kick the arms out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's set one weight aside. You can support yourself. The body is still angled slightly forward or folded forward. Support left hand and left thigh. Reach the right hand towards the floor. Come up and then kick back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Transfer the weight to the other hand. Reach it, the left hand down towards the floor. Lift and angle the elbow up behind. Kick back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's come back now to seated with our 2 weights. You can draw the heel slightly back. We're going to do some calf lifts, strengthening up those calf muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Double up the weight on one side and lift and lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Switch the weights now to the opposite leg and lift and lower for 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's just take the legs into a V and bring one weight into the center of the V. If you're using really light weights, you might even use both. Let's lean forward, grasp weight with both hands, and lift it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Come back up. Let's finish off our weight work with our curls. So angling towards the back of our chair. Crossing the weights over, backing the spine. And leaning back into the chair for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And let's cross the arms in the opposite direction. And repeat that 12 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and hold on 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back to neutral. Set the weights aside. And let's bring the feet, heels slightly back behind the knees. And we're just going to now do that work to get up and out of our chair. So, this work, we have to activate the core to help rise ourselves up out of the chair. So you can either stretch the arms out to knee or leave them at the side and lift up and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, bring yourself back onto the chair. Let's walk the knees out wide. And try and be as close to the front of the chair as you can. Let's bring the arms up to a cactus position. Let's just do twist the spine left, right, left, right, and left, and right. The next time we go left, bend the right elbow, bring the right elbow to the right knee, and reach that arm across. Or you might just extend it up to the ceiling. One more breath here. Inhale, come back up to our cactus pose. Twist towards the right side, bend the left elbow, bring it to the left knee, and reach up and across. Inhale, come back up to center. Raise the arms overhead. And then fold into the center of the V. You might bring your blocks in to support, help you support the spine. If the hands can, if you need to, the hands cannot come to the floor without rounding the back, please use the blocks. Otherwise, you could come right down on the floor. And press the elbows out into the inner legs and squeeze the legs into the arms. Release that squeeze. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch the right leg and the left leg out. Arms come to a V for 5-pointed star. In here. Roll the hands down. Lift the legs. Turn sideways on your chair. And support the chair side thigh on the chair. Take the outside leg, the outside knee below the hip. Try and level up the pelvis and raise the outside arm overhead. And lift the sternum to come into a back. Exhale down, stretch that outside leg all the way back. Bring the hands to rest on the supported thigh. Draw the shoulder blades back, lift the pelvic floor towards the navel, and breathe here. Bring the chair side elbow onto this thigh. You can drop the heel on the back foot and stretch the arm overhead for an extended side angle. One more breath here. Turn towards the leg, sweep up, draw that outside leg in, and let's work in the opposite direction. Facing in the opposite direction, let's bring the knee down below the hip. Lift the outside arm and lean back for that. Back. Stretch that outside leg as far back as you can. That. The opposite thigh. And then turn towards the camera. Bring the chair side elbow onto the knee and stretch out and extend the side angle. One more breath here. Sweep down, draw the leg in, and come back to center. Take the legs still into the V, and let both knees sway right and sway left and unsway right and sway left. Come back to center, walk the legs in. And let's come up to standing today with our facing the seat of our chair. Let's face the seat of our chair. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Heels are underneath the hips. And begin to breathe here. Let's back the feet up about 1 foot length. And now, instead of the back being parallel with the floor, begin to angle the upper body towards the floor. You can bend the knee slightly to find a chair support down dog. This is giving you the absolute perfect stretch. Stay right here. Otherwise, you can back the feet up a bit more and turn that into a bit of a deeper V. Breathe here. Draw strength from the floor, bend the knees slightly, and take the weight forward any amount, working towards a plank pose. And then press back into our down dog. Inhale forward. You might go a little deeper towards a plank. One more breath. And then use those core muscles to draw you back into the down dog. Angle the right toes towards the side body. And step the left shin up to meet the edge of the chair. And let's just make a line with the body. And we might bring the hands back of the chair. Might rise up. Might come all the way to a warrior one. Exhale towards the chair. Straighten the chair side leg. Bring the hand onto the seat of the chair and open into the center of the room. The arm can wrap around or reach to the ceiling. Exhale, twist, turn towards the chair. Lift the back heel. Step the feet back to meet and find our chair down. Turn the left toes to the side of the mat. Step the right foot in so the chin comes to the edge of the chair. And first, make that line with the body. You might raise the hands on the back of the chair, or you might come up and raise the hands overhead in the chair down dog, or chair warrior one. Exhale the hands back towards the chair. Lift the back heel. Both feet meet at the back of the chair. Make our chair down dog. And once more. Bring the body forward into plank. One more breath here. And exhale. Draw back for a chair down dog. Walk feet in towards the chair. Come back to table position. And now take all the weight into the left foot, or right. Take the left right leg out behind. And raise and lower the leg to tap the toe for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then swing that right foot over to the side and look towards it. And stretch the right side of the body out laterally. Inhale, come back to center, plant both feet underneath the hips. Take all the weight down into the right foot. Stretch the left foot out behind and tap the toe for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then swing that leg over and look towards the left foot, making a C shape with the body. Inhale, come back to center, and let's do 1 cat-cow breath, supported by the chair. Inhale, and exhale. Come up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Let's come up to standing. And you might need to, actually, let's move beside our chair. And just before we do our tree pose to finish on, let's just do one more round of the heel raise, this time from standing, using the weight of the upper body to challenge us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Turn sideways to your chair. We'll do our tree pose now, lifting the outside heel, bringing the heel either just staying on the toes, bringing the heel to the ankle, or to the calf, or to the inner thigh. Pressing it in. Hands together at heart center. Raise the arms overhead. And breathe. 2 more breaths. Whoop. Final breath. Go back to heart center. And let's switch to the other side. Again, focusing our weight now in our chair side leg. Lifting the heel, perhaps just staying with the heel lifted, or bringing it to the ankle, the calf, or up to the inner thigh. Hands together, raise. And breathe. One more breath. Draw back down. And just before we come back to seated, let's just sidestep for a few times. You can use you can sit behind your chair, use the chair to support you. So going out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And let's come back to seated. Grab a drink now. Sit towards the front of our chair. Find your seated mountain. Shoulders back. Breathe here. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. This doesn't need to be your deepest forward fold. It's more of a preparing ourselves to relax, helping us to turn our thoughts inward. And take one more breath here. Inhale. Come all the way up. Draw the hands back to heart center. Once more, lift. Left hand to outside of right thigh. Twist right. Lift up. And twist left. Inhale, come back to center. One cat-cow breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Now slide back in the chair. Prepare yourself for final relaxation. Adding any extra clothing. Trying to minimize any distractions around you, but if there are distractions, can you let them just fade into the background? And sharpen focus on the breath. But now our focus on the breath changes from a focus on shaping the breath into a certain pattern that we use during our active yoga practice. And now letting the breath find its own pattern, its own rhythm. Slowing the breath right down. And you focus on the body. And again, that focus on the body is not about shaping the body, but about letting the body relax as completely as possible into the support of the chair. Final permission I want you to give is permission to the body or permission to the mind to relax. Relaxing as completely and fully as possible. Letting the breath flow. Letting mind, body, and breath relax. Now let's deepen breath. Bring some movement back to the body. Slide back towards the front for a chair. Come back to that scan we did. Start of our practice, revisit the intention that we set. Observe the effect of your practice today. Inhale the arm overhead. Draw back to heart center. Thank yourself for making time for this practice today. Thank each other for sharing your practice. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Thank you.